Hi everyone, this is Yuri from Shure, and I'm here joined with the amazing Brandon Acker.
Thank you, hello.
And for today's How Do You Do That, we will be showing you how to record acoustic guitar using one of these, a Shure MV88 Plus stereo USB microphone. Let's go! Before we record, there are a few things that I want to set in the Shure Plus Motive app. First thing, you want to make sure that your mic gain is not too loud. If you see that little light on the back of your MV88 Plus blinking red, turn the gain down. The app comes with a couple of presets, but I usually choose to record things flat, and then make any adjustments I want to afterwards. You can choose to do your recording in mono or in stereo. For this recording, I'm choosing stereo, and I'm leaving the width at 90 degrees. Finally, I'm not using any compressors or equalizers in this recording. So the first and one of the most common positions for recording guitar is by pointing the microphone somewhere where the neck meets the body of the guitar. Now, Brandon, which fret are we talking here?
On a classical guitar, that's the 12th fret. On an acoustic guitar or a steel string guitar, that would be the 14th.
So I'm going to point it somewhere around here. Now, there's no real rule as to how far the microphone needs to be from the instrument. Generally speaking, it depends on a lot of things, primarily the instrument itself, how the instrumentalist is playing it, and also just personal taste. So generally speaking, I start maybe about a foot away, maybe 9 inches or so away, and then I will adjust by ear. Now, the second acoustic guitar miking technique is one that was pioneered by one of my favorite audio engineers, Al Schmidt. And in this case, he points the microphone kind of at the center of the guitar, a little bit above the sound hole, and not exactly pointing at the sound hole, but pretty close. The reason you generally don't want to put the microphone directly on the sound hole is because you're going to get a whole rush of air coming out of the instrument directly into the microphone. But if you're a little bit further away and pointing just above it, Al Schmidt says that this provides the combination of both the body of the guitar and the strumming and the neck of the guitar in a nice balance. And there we go. The third position, and is another really popular option, points the microphone at the body of the guitar rather than where the neck meets the body of the guitar. So in this technique, generally we point somewhere roughly around where the bridge is. And just like with the other two positions, the distance really depends on all of those variables that we already talked about. So you can adjust the distance to taste. You have to be careful with this position because if you point it directly at the hands of the guitarist, you might get some weird kind of artifacting from the guitarist's performance that you probably don't want to pick up. You want to focus this more on the instrument, so adjust it accordingly. And now here's a short preview of what each position sounds like so you can decide for yourself which one you like the best. And now we're ready to record. So Brandon, do you want to tell us anything about this piece you're about to play?
Sure thing. This is one of my favorite pieces for the classical guitar. This is Recuerdos de la Alhambra, Memories of the Alhambra by Francisco Tárrega, a 19th century Spanish composer. And it utilizes this amazing technique called tremolo, which is kind of like a technical illusion or a musical illusion on the guitar because we play one thing in the thumb, this ostinato pattern, and then the fingers have to fit in between each thumb stroke, like so. Creating the illusion that there are two instruments, one sustaining, murmuring instrument, and then the bass line.